Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is Uncle Bruce with English Brazil, and I'm here again with Juvenal. How are you, Juvenal?
I'm pretty fine, thank you. Hi, everybody.
So today we're going to talk about a unique year and a unique day called Leap Day.
Yeah,
Okay?
leap day and leap year.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
So,
something involved in some mystic beliefs.
so I'm going to share my screen to show you guys the article. A moment here. So when I go here, here's the first article. It's 10 quirky leap year traditions you didn't know existed, from glove penalties to whale babies. And then the other one, see, I need to get rid of this menu here. Okay, here. And the other one is here. It's called 8 Wacky Leap Year Superstitions and Traditions. So these are some articles that we are looking at today and just coming up with some conversation for you guys to listen to and to understand the ideas about leap year, leap day. So, Juvenile, do you want to get started? Why did you pick this article?
Okay, I can do that, thank you. What caught my attention is, of course, is something that occurs each 4 years, so it's not something that we see every day.
Okay.
So it's a special occasion. In fact, I was born in a leap year, to be honest. 68 was a leap year. And okay, what caught my attention is the stuffs, as I've said before, the stuffs that surround this date, this year, or the leap day at the end. The beliefs, the superstitions, because it's something like I was comparing to the beliefs of people that is left-handed, and the people from the ancient years thought that they were cursed, and in the same way, some people or some nations in the past believed that the leap year was a year with bad luck.
Bad luck, huh?
Bad luck, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
as I read the articles, that's exactly what I found, is that there are many superstitions surrounding this idea of leap year. And basically what it amounts to is that every year we have like 1 day and 25% more, like 1.25 day in February, the way they calculate the calendar and the year. They calculate that in February, we actually have 1 day, 25% more. And then the next year we have 1 day and another 25. So it's like a day and a half. And then it goes until it's another full day. So they give the calendar an extra day every 4 years.
yes.
So this year is one of those years. This year we have February 29, and that's not normal every year. It's only once every 4 years.
Exactly.
So, if
And
you are
what
born on that day, then it's kind of strange, because you don't have a regular birthday every year. You only have a birthday every 4 years. So that's kind of strange. I guess you celebrate on the 28th every year.
Exactly. And this detail was very weird for me because, for example, in Brazil, we do not register anyone in 29, February 29.
What?
Because we used to register a newborn in 28 or 1st or March 1st, not 29, because
wow. So Brazil is strange. Brazil is strange.
Yeah,
The guy
because
is born on the 29th of February, and you say no, it's the 28th. It's like what?
Exactly,
Come on,
because
man.
you have a birthday only each 4 years.
That is funny. But they must have a way to identify on the birth record that it was actually the 29th of that year. They must have a way. Because it's not right, man.
Yeah, it's interesting because, something about, I think the Brazilian, I don't know the name in English, but this house that maintain the data of people,
Talk about
registers,
cartorio.
Cartorio,
exactly.
Yeah,
we don't have cartorio
I
in the
don't
United
have.
States.
I don't have.
Because we go directly to the office. If you need to go to they call it the clerk's office. So the clerk takes care of all the administrative things in the city, and that's where you go. But the clerk's office has many operators, many people working there. If it's a bigger city, like a medium city, my city, there are probably around 20 people that work in that office. And I mean, it's like you're quick. You can go in there and get things done very quick. It's not every day you need something like that done, So
very interesting.
Yeah, it's very simple in the United States. You go to the clerk's office, you have to pay for parking because it's downtown. Unless you take a bus or something like that. But it's very simple. So anyway, going back to the leap year, leap day, to me, it should be that day, that 29th of the year of 2024. Okay.
Yeah. And despite of it, it's very hard, to count your years and, to establish or to celebrate because, you don't have this date every year. So
I think I think they just celebrate on the 28th. You don't need to say that you were born on the 28th, but you celebrate that day because that's the day that's available. Unless it's the 29th, then I will celebrate on the 29th because that's my actual birthday. Okay. So
yeah, interesting.
So what are some of the quirky things that you saw in the article that were strange to you? I mean, I saw that I think it was in Scotland, if I remember correctly. In Scotland, well, I don't want to say something wrong because I want to say it correctly. Do you remember what the deal was with Scotland?
One of them, I think the one of them, because all these traditions is about women.
A lot of it with women. You're right.
Exactly. And most of them comes from Europe. For example, you don't have this kind of tradition in South America
But you have this tradition in Brazil that you don't say that you were born on the 29th. To me,
but that's not a tradition.
That is strange, man.
Yeah, but it's just something regarding to law. It's a bureaucracy.
Yep. So here in Scotland, it says that if a woman proposes, if a woman proposes to a man and he refuses, then he needs to pay one pound. This is in Scotland. 1 pound up to a silk gown. That he has to pay for that. That's very little money. Okay, I'll give you 1 pound. I'm not getting married to you.
I think for Scottish people, I think they provide to women in general some power. So it's a empowerment of a woman here. So they can propose marriage to men. They can dance or do some dancing with to get a marriage as well.
Yeah. Well, it says in Denmark, if a woman proposes to a man and he refuses, he needs to buy 12 pairs of gloves.
Exactly.
Nice gloves, okay? Because he refused. So he has a penalty to pay for 12 pairs of gloves. Nice gloves, because then she cannot show her ring because there's no ring. Because she's not married because he said no.
It's a shame for her.
That's funny, yeah.
It's a shame for her, so it's necessary to pay back with something. you know.
So that's a penalty.
Yeah.
In Denmark.
Yeah.
So in Finland, the man needs to buy if he says no to the woman, because see, on this day in particular, the woman can propose to the man. I mean, now what you can do almost anytime. A woman can propose to a man anytime, but it's tradition that the man proposes to the woman in almost everywhere. But it's still possible for a woman to propose to a man anytime, but they make this a significant day that it's possible. So in Finland, if a man says no, he needs to buy material for her to buy a dress, to make a dress.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
every country has something really strange.
Exactly. And in Greece, I think this part of the article is in the other one. They believe that every marriage that happened in a leap year will finish in divorce.
Well, why would you even think about getting married then? If that's the case in Greece.
Superstition then.
Yes.
Superstition.
It is. So what do they call people that are married on leap day? They call them leapings. That's the name they give them. Yeah.
Leapings. Yeah.
You know, in the United States, this comes from Texas, actually. Okay, that's where they started calling people leapings, people that are born on leap day. I never heard of that before.
Yeah. And look at that. It's not only in Brazil, but, in Hong Kong, they register the legal birthday on March 1st.
Oh, really?
And then in Taiwan.
I didn't read that.
Yeah, and Taiwan is 28th, February 28th. So we are not alone.
I guess not. I was not aware of that. I only know my culture very well, but even then, I don't know everything. But in our culture, we don't differentiate. If it's the 29th, it's the 29th. But it's interesting. Brazil, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Is it Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, yeah.
They only register on the other days, 28th or the 1st of March.
Yeah.
Man, it's almost March. It's almost March. That's crazy,
almost
man.
March. Yes. But, in Scotland, the article also says that if you are unlucky enough to be born on 29, you are doomed to a life for ongoing suffering.
Yes.
So there are some good things and bad things.
I don't know. Bad.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly bad things, but okay.
Yeah,
so the only thing is that this article also caught my attention about daylight savings time, since it's a differentiating factor in our society. In Brazil, we don't celebrate. We don't observe daylight savings time now. But I was talking to somebody in Canada, I think it was yesterday or the day before. No, in Belgium. I'm sorry, in Belgium. And she said, because of the time difference, and sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. Yeah, between other nations like the United States, Canada, in Europe, they have daylight savings time still. But I don't see the significance of it. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, except for the fact, like in some areas, like in Canada, where in the winter, they have very little sunlight. Okay? And in the summer, they have a lot of sunlight because it's the rotation of the earth on the axis. Okay? And so it makes sense a little bit to do daylight savings time to preserve the day during the winter. So that makes some sense, but still, I just don't like it. You have to change your clock, and it kind of throws your bio, what do they call that? Your biochemistry off by 1 hour. Okay? And so it doesn't work good for me. I don't like it. I never did like it, but okay, it's the way it is. So we don't have it anymore in Brazil. I'm thankful for that. I don't like it, that daylight savings time. But leap year is a whole day because they add 25% of one day. February 28th, it gets 25% more. For some reason, that day of the year gets more time. Why? I don't know. Okay, you'd have to go into do Wikipedia to understand that. They'll tell you. Okay, go study Wikipedia and they'll tell you all about it. But they get 25% more every day, every year on 28. And then eventually you say, okay, it's another whole day. It's 29 February. So
yeah, I agree that it sounds a little weird.
And it's kind of strange that we only have 28 days in February, but we normally have 30 or 31 days in the other months. How does that work out? I don't know. You have to ask the people who created the calendar.
But the other thing interesting that in some countries it's festivities time. So there are some festivals like in Germany. I think it's a small city. They used to celebrate with some days, and there is a festival about that. And
I like Germany. I lived there for 12 years. I like Germany, but I don't want to live there. I want to live in Brazil. I like Brazil better, but Germany's cool. I like it, and I like Europe in general. I like to travel like from Germany to France and to Spain. Man, there's so many different cultural things that you can experience just from going like from state to state in Brazil.
It's really cool. And sometimes the differences between these places is involved in the same country. For example, there are a lot of Italians inside Italy. you have different you have different languages because they all speak Italian, but there are some dialects in each region of Italy.
It could be that way. And especially along the other borders, along the French border, they speak some French. Along the Swiss border, they speak some German.
Exactly.
So that's interesting. It's just the overlapping, the overlapping the country borders. That when you get closer to the border, you speak some of the other languages too. And that's so cool that you can speak more languages. I know that I talked to the lady in Belgium yesterday. She speaks Dutch. She speaks Flemish. She speaks French. She speaks Portuguese, English.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so she speaks like 5 languages right now. She's going to be joining English Brazil. She's starting to go to some of the conversation sessions. So that's going to be cool.
Okay.
She'll be a teacher with us eventually.
Good, cool. And there is another thing. In Texas, your country, in Texas, in the town of Anthony, they have 4-day festival. 4-day. Yeah. It is
Why not? We should do that in Brazil.
Yeah, but don't give me this idea.
We have so many holidays in Brazil. I love it.
Yeah, Brazilian people likes festivals and parties,
And I do too.
Of any kind.
Yep, I'm with you. I like this idea.
Yeah. And in Texas was started because Mary Ann Brown and Birdie Lewis that were born on Leap Day, established or proposed a festival to celebrate this unique day. So since of that, in 1988, 4-day long of party with wine, cook, good food, barbecue, of course.
Yes.
So
it sounds good to me. I'll have to go there someday during this time. That'd be interesting. Very good. So it's interesting talking about leap day, leap year, something different, something strange in other places of the world. And interesting that it's different in Brazil too. You know, that it's not recorded that if somebody's born on the 29th, no, they were born on the 28th, man. Look at the birth record. That's interesting. I did not know that.
And it was very interesting because I started to think about the leap years that I lived already. And my son was born in a leap year as well.
Also, huh?
Yeah. My first car I bought in a leap year, and I never noticed that, you know.
Yeah, I never noticed the leap year. I mean, okay, we have an extra day. Whoop-de-whoop-de, you know, it doesn't matter. But if you're born on the 29th of February, it's a big thing. It's a big thing.
In the case of my son, I was born in December, in a leap year, but in leap day, okay? My son was born in June, but was a leap year as well. So I can say there is no bad luck for me.
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
Good, good. So listen, we're going to wrap it up now. I'll make it a little bit shorter than normal today, but it was interesting talking about these different topics. And next time we'll get together again with another crazy idea from Juvenal. He always finds some interesting articles. So thank you guys for joining us today. This is Uncle Bruce saying goodbye for today.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.